you know? 10 AR-15s pointed in my face. A guy in the bushes at the window. If it wasn't for me sitting there holding that teddy bear. Thing is, half of them indicted now too. So, you know, did they take that picture because they wanted to? Or did the diddler say, if you don't get in this motherfucking picture, I swear to God, I'm dropping dime on all of y'all. I'm sending all these tapes in tomorrow. You know, like, I see that as an option. I mean, King Cole running around, you know, dropping down, dry snitching on himself is dead. Jaden finally talking about the tunnels. You know, they might want to.
Jaguar Wright's recent allegations against Diddy are making waves, as she claims that Diddy pressures his children into questionable activities. This adds fuel to the fire of her ongoing exposes about the music industry. Her focus on Diddy is sparking widespread attention, with the conversation intensifying as people react to these shocking accusations.
Really, I don't. And I don't spend as much time on this couch as a lot of people think I do. But what I can tell you that I do is I like, I comment, I share. I'm a member. I got a membership. I pay for a membership. And I'm going to tell you something right now. Y'all better get in there. Because it's hey. Y'all don't want to miss it. I'm telling you. And my manager, yeah, subscribe. 1 million each other. We're supposed to be hating Jay.
Horrible. What's going on? As a matter of fact,
wait a minute. I think
you know she say the cat. Shut out of here.
Listen to me.
There's no Jaguar.
Anything. Listen to me. You could say, do you know the Jaguar breathed oxygen? That is a liar. She don't breathe air. She breathes cat. She don't.
Why you come here lying?
I mean, listen to me. They done had me on drugs that I never sold.
No, so the crazy part is like all these people were in your corner at one time.
Some of them.
So it's about to say some of them.
But you have to understand this. See, we've broken down the troll farm. And now thanks to my best birthday gift ever, Odell, my investigation team has just gotten so much better. This is a whole troll farm.
Yeah.
Listen to me. The object is to turn my life into the Truman Show, and they become the writers.
It's crazy when I sit on.
No, they teach that in the YouTube class on how to slander me. They have a class where they teach people how to slander me, how to defame me, like a class.
Are there words that can draw you out? Like, are there certain words that can draw you out? Like, I was watching.
My name.
You said my name?
My name's
My name is enough.
One time.
Right. Say my name. Say that. I come out like Candyman, boy.
Yeah.
Say it 3 times, I'm gonna pop out.
You know, I'm a troll.
You're right. You troll with the trolls.
And they all say that I'm the one that's the head of the troll farm because I'm a better troll than they are. But see, they get mad at me because I don't troll like everybody else troll. I show up as me. And I troll as me. I want everybody to know that I'm in here chat up.
Wait, so are there how many fake Jaguar Wrights, Jaganators? How many?
And by the end of 2022, there were 65 fake Jaguars. The last time I checked, after I got home from jail and I started posting again, it was 150 fake Jags. I've literally been backstage on StreamYards at other content creators, and because I didn't cam up, they wouldn't let me up because there were 3 or 4 other fake Jags back there with me, and they didn't know which one was me.
Right.
Imagine that. You look backstage, your StreamYard, and there's 5 Jaguar Wright.
It's crazy. I know your voice so well now.
Where were those when I was moving, G?
Jaguar Wright alleges that Diddy exerts control over his children, claiming that he pushes them into inappropriate activities.
Could have been moved in 20 minutes. If I could have got the fake Jags to come and do something other than troll.
Yeah, someone tried to come up on somebody's stream and try to be the fake Jag, and the first thing they did was like, they said, "Oh no, Jaguar don't start off cussing like that. She starts off sweet." She starts off
That's
sweet.
how much they study me.
That's
They
crazy.
be copying everything. Wait a minute, but when I hear those excited utterances of when they jocking the shit, and you know you a Diddy do
So they take the lingo, they take the slang.
Yo, they run with everything, and then they want to make themselves special. There's something interesting about the mindset of a professional troll. Because you're pretending to not be yourself, but you're boisterous in your fake self. But you're very adamant that no one's ever gonna find out who you are. No one's ever gonna see you. So I'm gonna keep playing in your faces. You know what I mean? That takes a lot of time and a lot of work. And just the simple fact that the record for live, a negative live on me, 19 hours.
Oh wow. The whole day.
19 hours. It was a 19-hour live. 19 hours and like 5 or 6 minutes and something like that.
No bathroom breaks.
19 hours.
My God.
They kept that stream going. Danny Robertson has had a channel called Woo Child the Ghetto where she's literally has a video. It's still posted now. It's been running for almost 9 weeks of nothing but clips of me from all of my channels that were terminated that had evidence of malice and gang stalking. You know what I mean? Like literally 24 hours a day. She has this thing. It's been running for almost 9 weeks.
So, Jack, can I ask
Like she was literally begging her subscribers to cash app her to pay to keep the page going because no one's there and it's not making any money and it's 24 hours.
Shit, it's good.
Who has a 24-hour negative campaign running on a social media engine? 24 hours a day. They work in shifts. I got screenshots where they refer to each other as coworkers.
Wow. So
Competing content creators.
on the other side of things, can you understand probably, for your average troller who lives, let's say, in their mama's basement in Idaho, getting
With peanut butter and asking their dog to do strange things.
all that, and they're getting
Hi, Adrian.
and they're getting a reaction out of talking about you, don't you? There's probably a high in that, like, ooh, I'm getting noticed.
The dopamine. It's weird when you see some of them literally think that they have a right to your name.
Man.
Like they literally fight over who deserves to stream Jag content.
Damn.
That's why they hate real life so much. Like, especially Michael Braggs. Michael Braggs is very upset because he's been waiting for his 1 million view video. He finally crossed 25,000 subscribers. Finally. 12 years. Amazing. Look at what you've done. Amazing. 2 more years. You might make it to 100.
Is he one that was once a partner of yours?
Yeah, he was the one that was running around calling himself my best friend. He was actually about to get t-shirts made up while I was in jail that said, I'm Jaguar Wright's best friend.
Oh, okay. Then we left.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, he started stealing too much. Like, I don't mind if you get a taste, but not the whole damn smorgasbord, boy. You're running your quota. You got Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Trindo, Spindo, Bingo, Bean. Like, you got currency. And he says, it sounds like he's at an auction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hit the like. Here we go. Come on, we got Cash App. We got the Venmo. We got I'll take 2. Shut the up. Like, you know. Burger King. I'm talking about Burger King, you know.
They are fully aware of their ability to manipulate public perception, shaping narratives to convince people to believe whatever these celebrities claim.
Oh, yeah.
Until Jaguar Wright entered our world.
Yeah.
I had to this is a thing. And mind you, I knew what the action was, but to see it happen so prevalent, I'm like, wow, it's
a weapon.
It's a weapon.
It's a weapon.
I could see a troller feeling like you're
like the way I doxed Wallow. That was genius.
Hey, you got him.
I did it bingo style.
You got him.
Guess which numbers make Wallow's phone number? 2. That's the first one. Who's got another number? 6. Yeah, come on. Who's got another number?
That is genius, though. To where all you say at the end is bingo. You say at the end is bingo.
Yeah.
That is genius.
Oh, it's fabulous.
So do you?
You at T-Mobile.
Like
what?
So you have.
For that store that day, I bet he was there before closing too, because I did it right before the close out to make sure he had to run to the store to change his phone number.
Yeah, shout out.
Sorry.
Yeah, shout out.
Shout out to.
Yeah, shout out. All
new phone numbers. Shout out to new phone numbers.
All the Philly cats. All the Philly cats. With that being said, how many times would you say you were doxxed?
I've been doxxed about 10 times.
Man.
Yeah. That's why I keep so many phones, and that's why I keep so many burner phones.
Yeah.
Because there's only certain phones that I'll allow certain calls on. I got a different text now for this. I got a phone in a different time zone. You know what I mean? I got to do a little bit more. So now when they dox numbers, I just take it and recycle it and pull up the next number. Like I was doing the same thing with my YouTube channels. I knew they were going to keep taking my channels down, and every time they would take down one, I would put up 3.
Get ahead of the curve. Get ahead of the curve.
They take down 3, I put up 5. It got to the point where they were like, "There's a cheat turn. Why you she keep coming back?"
Why? Like a roach, you can't kill it. You just keep surviving.
Because why not? Because who are you to dictate who gets on this app and who doesn't? Why are there different rules for me than other CCs? Why can't I go in and strike for my YouTube videos, but anybody else can? Why are my videos unstrikable if you work within a certain sector? Why are there now more law enforcement agencies popping through all of the, troll farms chats on a regular basis, waiting for me to show up so they can lightweight interrogate me? Hi, Electro G. Hi, Mike. Officer Mike.
Well, you are kind of like the truth incarnate, like the walking truth, it seems. I don't think you're supposed to be so freely walking around. How people
no, I'm supposed to be miserable. I'm supposed to be afraid. I'm supposed to be paranoid. I'm supposed to be in panic. I'm supposed to be destitute. I'm supposed to be the picture of this is what you do not want your life to look like. And the reason why they want me to look like that is because they want to say, this is what happens to you when you tell the truth. Your life falls apart. You'll have no friends. You tell the truth if you want to. Everyone will run from you. I'm not supposed to be in love. Odell's not supposed to have stuck around. He was supposed to leave me in jail like they paid my second husband to do.
Man.
I'm glad you took a little tour through troll hell. Because what you experienced in 2 days is what I've been going through for almost 4 years, nonstop. Even when I was gone, there were people impersonating me to keep it going. Like they still got fake Jags in the chat so that they can pretend they're arguing with me for content.
Wow. I'm gonna argue with the fake one to say
so
the real.
I come and show up and then they say, oh, that's the fake Jag. Get rid of the fake Jag and it's me. So they can keep arguing with the fake one.
Wow.
I want to ask you a question. Does that sound like the actions of a sane person? To invent and impersonate someone that you don't know and then stage an argument with that person so you can make a content for the rest of the week. Jaguar Jaguar Wright showed up to my show today and she threatened to have sex with my dog. She said...
She's dismantling his entire facade, revealing the truth behind the carefully crafted image. This isn't the first time a celebrity has used planted individuals to manipulate a narrative.
They type in the most outrageous things using my avatar.
R.I.P. Plutter. Let me ask you, because do you fight?
Plutter,
That's a mother.
I got a phone call. Someone reached out to me about what I had to say. Yeah.
I didn't. Was a phone call? Someone you cared about called you? Someone that mattered?
It was a person that was attached to the story. I'm not going to say that person's name. What I will say is that person happens to be the father of a certain young man. And I love him. I do. I'm always gonna love that guy. But what I'm gonna say is this. I know you don't like being attached to the story because it's embarrassing. Someone who you were involved with, who you still up until this point had friendship with, and someone who you were in a relationship with and had a child with. And it's unfair to be caught in the middle. It really is. It's terrible. You know, you just want to be left alone. You know, the relationship is over, the child's almost grown, and you want to have your life. And I get that. So then, how about you do me a favor and you tell your baby mom to keep my name out her mouth. You can tell your baby mom to stop lying on me so I don't have to tell the truth about her. You could actually, for once, have something to say to that miserable who convinced Monique to fire you from that job you worked so hard for that you very much so deserved. How about you have something to say to that fat? The one that's been dragging is in and in front of your son for years. How many men had to listen to that young man hear his mother call them daddy and know it wasn't you? I want to know. Because I know 3 others that played Manny to your son. Please don't call me about that ever again. And say something to her. Because it's people like you that I love that are still part of the problem. Because all of y'all niggas know the same that I know. And you've had your own slings and arrows and taking that but you just kept taking it on the chin because you wanted to keep getting picked to be the musical director for this job, for the musical director for the BET Awards, the musical director for the... I get it. You want to keep your job. I wanted to keep my job too. I just wasn't willing to do the shit that other motherfuckers was willing to do. And yeah, I done it. And then I changed my mind. No disrespect. But I didn't ask you to you chose to. I didn't ask you to betray me either. You chose to. That makes you a part of my story, see? At your choice. You ain't want to be a part of my story. Maybe you shouldn't have worked so hard to be a part of my story. Now, where were we?
So, yeah. Ditto. With that being said, with having a troll far at you, do you fight that with trolls of your own? Or how do you combat that?
Well, I got the Mod Squad.
Shout out to Mod Squad. Let's do that first and foremost.
And we're righteous trolls.
Okay, all right.
We got a purpose. We want to get to the bottom.
Okay.
We want to get to the bottom of why all of this madness is allowed to happen in an app where they have community guidelines that are constantly broken every day.
Yeah.
Constantly broken. And then you got liars like Latasha Transarena Kibi who decide to try to have a career in comedy and go to my hometown and think that she gonna diss me and ain't nobody gonna say nothing about it. That was a mistake. But she did have a few of the YouTube trolls stashed in the audience, and she had them there to scream, Jaguar. Then started yelling from the...
Jaguar Wright has become known for openly criticizing the music industry. With first-hand experience of its darker side, she boldly exposes what she claims to be its corrupt and abusive practices.
And she got booed while she started talking about me on so-called comedy side.
Damn.
Sorry, reality isn't YouTube. You're actually gonna have to earn accolades in the real art world. You know, there's no construct in comedy where they just make the audience laugh at you.
Not yet.
They do that on sitcoms, but comedy shows, no, you actually gotta make them laugh at something other than your personal life, your marriage, or your shoes. Because the truth is, the best joke you have is your life. You should use that material.
Oh man, all right, that's just Tasha. Okay. All right, Jag, you're here in Dallas.
Yes.
We wanted to give a status update on for your fans as far as what's going on, because a lot of people. Let's touch this in layers real quick, because a lot of people thought that what happened with the arrest was fraudulent. It did not happen. You were just doing it for clout.
No, that was troll farm to create disinformation so people would stop looking closer into that very phony arrest because they are complicit in staging it. They do this all the time. Something terrible happens to me. They said the same thing about me being swatted in DeSoto at my godmom's house. It'll be a year since I got swatted.
Yeah.
You know, 10 AR-15s pointed in my face. A guy in the bushes at the window. If it wasn't for me sitting there holding that teddy bear. Because of YouTubers. Spoofing numbers, lying. Saying that I was live on camera with my cousin duct taped to a chair with a pow-pow to her head. And that I was threatening to unalive her. Danny Robertson, Michael Braggs, Adrian Deontay Lewis, King World 2020, Kulu, AKA Devon, the guy who said that he called the police and claimed a $2,500 reward that turned out to only be $100. This is crackhead shit. It was crackhead at $2,500. Like, at the end of the day, okay, you turn me in, you brag about it, you get $2,500. What about tomorrow? What about the day after tomorrow? What if I got fans out there that are kind of disgusted about the whole thing? He said he was getting death threats. He said they kept calling him a snitch and was threatening to harm him and his midnight colored wife. And that Cocoa Crispy Milk baby. You know that they live in that Buick.
Oh, man.
You know, he wanted to be in the Nature Boy camp.
Nah, okay.
The boy, the Kulu. He's the one that hates Solar. He's the one that started the rumor saying that me and Solar had an intimate relationship because he was jealous that I took Solar and Shaka under my wing. He wanted to be a part of them. He wanted to be in there, but he ain't get accepted. He got rejected. Can you imagine?
That's hard. Yeah.
Who the fuck gets rejected from Nature Boy? He takes everybody, G.
The cult says no.
Like, that's like the devil saying, no, not that one.
The devil swipe left. Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, but that's how this boy became, you know, obsessed with hunting down because they rejected him. So he started stalking them. And in the interest of the public, yeah, but you wanted to eat the seminal fluid you wanted to take the sacrament. You wanted to be down. You wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And guess what? He even lied about that. He even lied about turning me in. He lied about everything, you know? And I asked King World 2020 the other day, you want to call me a liar and you want to sit up here and defend people that you've never met. And you've also never met me. Let's talk about people that you... Why did Kuru lie? I don't know why he lied. I don't even care. I don't know why he did it. But this is your most trusted ally. Y'all like got yourselves as like the neighborhood watch for YouTube. And he's a liar. What do you have to say about that? We don't give a f. I don't know why he lied. I don't even know him like that. I know him from online. Like, shit is real. Oh, when you just start asking relevant questions, these are all strangers collaborating with each other to torture another human being because someone paid them to.
Obviously. He might be the owner of Google, I guess. I don't know.
No, I tell you what I do know. Leor Cohen is the head of the music division.
Yes, he is.
For YouTube.
Yes, he is.
Leor don't like me so much.
So we're gonna allow that to... Let's let that fester.
Why not? Why not? Clearly the company is moralist. They allowed Tasha K to still operate. You can't make that make sense. A $4 million debt that she can't pay. And she's not even taking the money that she's making YouTube to pay that debt. She's spending it, spreading it around in cash apps and super chats. To blog us to do negative disinformation on me so she can pretend that she don't talk about me. No, because you've hired 50 people to do it for you, you lazy bitch. Do your own dirty work. Or are you just looking for another assistant to, mistreat and make an accomplice of felonies? You know, that you exile off who don't want to talk because she's so embarrassed by how bad you done to her, Chelsea. Chelsea, you should come forward. I'd actually be willing to help you, Chelsea. You got that baby coming by that deadbeat old guy with the AARP that Tasha hooked you up with. You could use a friend. You got enough enemies.
Imagery.
How's Von Ray doing? Bet you wishing you treated Von Ray different. But then again, he turned into Swiss cheese after dating her, so who knows? He lived though. He lived. You know, just like on the door, hey, he arrived. He arrived. He's strong. He arrived.
So,
oh my God.
Jack, do you mind if we ask for, we don't want to go too deep on the case itself. Again, it was all crazy that happened, but you did come to Dallas. You did, I'm assuming, see some.
I went to court.
You went to court.
Yeah, with my lawyer who they doxed.
That's the lawyer too?
Yeah. Burger King.
Well, all right.
Yeah, Mexico Mike doxed the lawyer. He got a lot of phone calls. He's got some follows, some marriage proposals. They liked his resume.
Oh, there you go.
The trolls liked his resume.
Oh, yeah. How did it go? Because as we spoke, what be your expectation walking in the court, to discuss this situation? And
I expect to walk out.
There you go. And boom, goes the dynamite.
And that's what I do. That's what I've been doing. I told him last year when I walked out, all charges dismissed. It's gonna be that.
Is God telling you this? Because I just feel like you just know.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So like you already know when you go in there. Like I'm coming out.
Yeah. He determines. You know, I decided, I don't know, the name of that production company still is just irking me. Because I really do walk by faith. I devoted my life to walking by faith. I don't worry about what human beings are saying or doing because I know what God said.
Jaguar Wright's animosity towards the music industry stems from deep-seated concerns about exploitation and abuse. She has consistently voiced her frustrations, alleging that these issues are widespread and deeply ingrained within the industry.
And the closer that I walk to that, to those words, and live by that motto, I don't worry about nothing. Like when I say Jag don't give no fucks, I mean literally, because I don't worry about nothing. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. It was already written, so ain't nothing I can do to change it. The only thing that I can do is stay out of its way, accept it, or maybe bend it. You can't change the future, but you can bend circumstances. And I'm an airbender. I dance on that line because I know the power of the tongue. And I know if I believe it and I say it, it will be ashe. See, I believe things a little differently than most people do. That's why I'm so confusing. I get it. I wouldn't believe me if I was them either. They sleeped in a woke. Understand me. I'm conscious, you're not. And that. We were in the airport and we're on the moving walkway. And I said, count how many people got phones out. I just do that. 85% of the people that were around look like zombies. And the people that weren't looking down just,
Where's my phone?
I don't know what to do without my phone. You can tell their phones died on the plane. You know what I mean? Like,
Shit is depressing.
you can tell when they turn their home on the last 2 text messages, 2%.
Right. Worst feeling.
You know, ain't nothing worse than watching grown people wandering around looking for an outlet. like they like them. What happened? I didn't get a chance to post.
Man, that made me think of something funny. I watched the guy, he took a sticker of an outlet and put it on the wall.
Ooh.
And I'm talking about within 30 minutes, people sitting down next to it trying to
get it in.
My life depends on it.
They need the juice.
I'm telling you.
You know?
So hold on, so let me ask you, because the world's about to get introduced to Ange.
Yeah.
And you know,
I'm excited about that.
Yeah, it's a very exciting times. He was with you today in court. How was his demeanor throughout?
Oh, he was great until he almost got pinched, you know.
What happens with that?
He got busted for espionage, but they let him go with But they loved his t-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so they liked the t-shirt, but they wanted to lock him up anyway. Why would the text? You know, don't mess with text. But we had a good time, and it was great because him and my lawyer got to really meet and get to know each other. So the two of them went to the courtroom and said, I wasn't doing nothing.
All right, so it's safe to say that you're not worried too much about that situation, but you are worried in the sense that it was wrong in the first place.
Well, this is the thing. Look at all that's been allowed to happen in my life without law enforcement becoming a little bit more aggressive with investigating this. It shouldn't have taken us doing IC3 report after IC3 report after IC3 report to finally get the FBI, which by the way didn't show up to YouTube with the subpoena to let agents operate so that they could find the criminal organizations. That didn't happen until about 2 days before Diddy's house got raided. Isn't that interesting?
Timeline.
2 days before Diddy's house got raided, the feds went in. They went in to YouTube. YouTube is under investigation. Why don't nobody talk about that?
I didn't even know that.
For cyber terrorism.
Shit.
Yeah. And I bumped into a few of the agents in the chats. This is real. You got criminals operating on this app. And when I started doing more research, I started realizing it was happening to a lot of other content creators that have small platforms.
One of Jaguar Wright's most alarming allegations centers on the treatment of women in the music industry. She has highlighted how female artists are frequently subjected to sexual harassment and assault, which she asserts is often concealed or ignored to protect powerful men.
Swatted, and a couple people have lost their life, and nobody even knew about it. Swept it right under the rug. So if this is happening to me with as big a profile as I have on social media, and they're getting away with it, imagine how many other small people that they want to run off the app, or they want to do this, or they want to take their audience, or they want to push them out of the algorithm. They had a 50-some-odd-year-old woman doxxed and then swatted. There's another gentleman who they were mocking him for having HIV, and they were looking up his criminal records. He was apparently he was having a threesome with a YouTube couple, Sherelle's World and Perry, and they didn't know he had the house in Virginia, and that got a little sticky.
Not in Virginia.
And then the next thing you know, Michael Stovall got swatted.
You're
like YouTube is
you're using real names. I don't know these folks.
YouTube is sinister, G.
Those who know. And those who know. Shit.
This red devil app, I'm telling you, you better watch out in the devil backyard. Lord.
All right, Jack. Well, let's get to it then, man. We got to get your thoughts on it, man. We love your conversation, and when you look at things going on, and we got to get your take on it. You were a big advocate for 50 years of hip hop. You were you were advocating, of course, and personal shit happened, but you were really big on like using your show to promote it and just do everything for it. Now, Antonio Brown just mentioned that Jay-Z, you go out here and perform in front of Tom Brady's people, all these, the other color, and you do nothing for the whole year that we celebrated Hip Hop 50. No performances, no nothing of the.
But why would he do that? He wants to still pretend he's a genius, and he's tired about people clowning him with the teleprompter with all the lyrics on the floor. And he doesn't have any new raps. What would be the reason for him to do anything? The only thing him performing or doing anything like that would do was draw more attention to the fact that where his name was on that list was totally fraudulent. If you're a thief and you didn't get caught with your hand in the cookie jar, the worst thing you do is come back and show people how the crime happened so they know it was you that did the stealing. Like,
don't go back to the scene of the crime.
Nah. He robbed all the fucking hip hop. Why would he show up?
Do you have a problem with his name being etched?
Remember what he said in his acceptance speech? For the Dr. Dre, I beat my humanitarian award. Like, I had no idea that was the Dr. Dre that they was talking about. I thought it was somebody else. Like, hell of a humanitarian. He's got booty hole issues, you know what I'm saying? Like, where's the humanitarianism? I mean, or is that code for like, I took a lot of get this statue award? Like, I don't know.
Damn.
Where's the humanity? Why does he get an award? He beats up women. He shorts his baby moms on child support with $1 billion. Where's the humanitarianism? I'm trying to.
You bring it up. But I guess we can't forget.
I'm trying to figure out where the humanitarian part comes in with Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
I mean, that would have been more appropriate for Dr. Dre, like Dr. Dre and Ed Lover. From Yo MTV Raps. That would have been more appropriate for there to be in the way, because he actually did something for hip hop.
Yeah.
I don't.
So let me ask: if Jay-Z's name and Dr. Dre's name ends up on the top 3 of hip hop, would you have a problem with that? Like,
Yeah, it's a lie.
it'll be a lie.
It's a lie.
Yeah.
Top 3 in hip hop is a tough argument, but it all would all come down to 5 names.
Sure.
KRS-One, Big L, Notorious B.I.G., Tupac. And honestly, Proof.
Ooh.
If it were real, if he got credit for every lyric he wrote.
Jaguar Wright's allegations about Diddy extend to claims that his children have witnessed inappropriate behavior, including instances of violence and abuse, yet have not spoken out.
Because the rap record that Eminem has solely belongs to Proof, who wrote it and taught Marshall how to perform it.
So on the flip side of that,
Can you imagine being one of the dopest black rappers ever and you invented the hottest white boy rapper and sold it? Like, imagine that. He was able to pull that off.
hey, for a check.
He invented Slim Shady. Proof invented Slim Shady. And Marshall never gave him credit. You know, did you listen to the new music?
Yeah, I heard a little bit of it. I was like, oh God, this is a reach.
It sounds like what Teletubbies would sound like if they used words.
Oh wow. Damn. Nothing.
You know the Teletubbies? That's what it sounds like to me, but with words.
Yeah, no, it's
trash.
It's trash. It's so funny because it's like,
Where's Proof?
I sent it to people who was like, Eminem is like one of the greatest. Then I sent him that. If he was the greatest, then this could never be produced. This would never come out of the greatest.
Never see the light of day.
Like, no, this is where you basically when you start doing like that, you put
One
it
of the
down.
biggest hoax of all time was taking a white boy who liked hip hop and giving him a black rapper to infuse himself into so nobody would know where it actually came. It was brilliant. And guess what? When it came time for Marshall to pay up, because the thing was, Proof was going to make him the superstar rapper of all time. And he was going to give him 8 Mile. He was going to give Proof the label so that he could continue to produce D12 and all the other talent that was supposed to be coming. So Obi could have got a fair shake.
Yeah, Obi Trice, real name, no gimmicks. Damn, yeah, I hear you.
And then Proof dies, and then Obi gets shot in the head, and I'm on the phone with him while they're putting him in the ambulance.
Oh wow. Damn.
Marshall had all of Proof's books. He ran out of rhymes. And now we got the real Eminem.
Damn. Houdini. Magic trick.
So had
We got
Benzino
the
been
real
telling?
Eminem,
So had Benzino been telling the truth the whole time?
of course. But don't nobody want to believe him because he Diddy do our Bob. Like,
Do what?
yeah. Yeah.
I seen some stuff in the news, and it's about the army, right? And all these kids are there's a bill being passed where from 18 to 26 can be drafted now. What are your thoughts on that?
Have as much fun with your families while you can.
Wait, you think it's gonna be serious? Like there might be a draft? You feel like they might implement it?
If they're putting it in, it's because they already know they're gonna need it. You wanna know what's funny? We hear they're implementing a draft, and we be like, oh. But in other countries around the world, you don't have a choice. Everyone has to go into the army. Everyone has to learn how to defend their country. Israelis? Shit. The Russians? You saw what happened when everything broke off between, Ukraine and Russia. Mm-hmm. Everyone's trained to defend their home. We're not. Yeah, man. Start hunting and camping and go out, get your bear spray. And Donald Trump, they making fart jokes about him, saying that he shit himself. Like, this ain't going down well. Ivanka done quit. She don't want to be his everything.
We'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Shit.
Bionic fruit. Bust through Pope. Like, what kind of shit is going on? Like, this shit is crazy. Food ain't food. But about 20 years ago, the FDA said that it was okay for them to start using animal hormones in vegetables so that it would keep them, less agitated. They wouldn't get fucked up while it was being shipped. So even if you were a vegetarian, if they were using pig hormones, you know what I'm saying? Like you straight eating a ham salad. You know what I'm saying? That's hog mog. That's a hog mog salad right there.
Shit.
What is up with all? We're number one. They doing all of this science shit, playing Dr. Frankenstein with the food, but they can't cure cancer. Like, I'm just saying, somebody is spending a lot of time making all this wild that they got going on. Yeah.
It's too lucrative.
Have you seen the fake fish?
No. What was it?
Y'all seen the fake fish?
Oh yeah, that they put the Chinese created it to put like a camera and a bomb or whatever. They got a remote control.
No, I'm talking about the fake salmon fillet.
Oh, what the fuck? I'm talking robotic fish. You talking about the fake fish you eat?
Nah, in China they can make fake salmon, they can make fake lettuce.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh hell no. So what are we doing?
What's it made out of?
Yeah,
What's the point in faking fish?
Yeah.
Like that I heard on another informed young woman's podcast about making baby dolls.
Let's not go there.
You know what? That's what I said when I heard it. I was equally as bizarre, but let's get there.
Here we go. So maybe sex doll.
Yeah, number one, the sex doll thing, it's a personal choice, but it does scream to psychological issues. Let's just be honest, it's necrophilia. It's necrophilia. Cause I don't care how perfect those titties are.
Right.
You having all your intimate moments with this inanimate object that will never argue with you and will put out on demand. And she'll take it rough. Nobody will say anything, no cases, no charges, Yeah, no nothing. Like, so I was told by another very informed young woman who happens to work with real life that they're making children's versions of these now for the pedos.
Black market? This is a problem. This is. But
I'm gonna tell you this right now.
Stops the pedos from.
But wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Let's wait a second. Let's look at this now. I said that it makes sense that they using it as like a legal, like a sting to like catch perverts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That would kind of make sense, even though it's still creepy. But at least you're using it, to do something good.
Did you say a child doll in the back of Target?
That is meant to be touched in a sexual manner at all.
As soon as you grab that motherfucker, 20 minutes.
Now the thing is, what if the manufacturer is in Tennessee? Do they kill the owner of the company?
That's what you call a callback.
Hey! I want to know, how does that work in Tennessee? Because I'm sure now that they're threatening to kill him for touching real people, these dolls is going, they're probably going to be the high, that's going to be a high seller this Christmas in Tennessee. For the the please touch me doll. Like the fuck you mean?
My buddy. My buddy. Hey, all right, real quick, yeah. Before we get out of here, I have to get your take on this. Real quick, because Father's Day just passed.
Yeah.
And Diddy did post a picture with all his kids. And should they look at the sins of the father? Should the children look at the sins of the father?
Half of them indicted now too. So, did they take that picture because they wanted to? Or did the diddler say, if you don't get in this motherfucking picture, I swear to God, I'm dropping dime on all of y'all. I'm sending all of y'all tapes in tomorrow. I see that as an option.
Oh, man.
I mean, King Cole running around, dropping down, dry snitching on himself is dead. Jaden finally talking about the tunnels. They might want to look.
So Jack, with that being said, for you yourself, we want to make sure we promote what you have going on. Now that you're moving around, and again, it seems like your name is bigger than ever now. People are now just discovering your singing ability now, so they're looking for music now. Of course, they want to hear the truth, and then everything about you is about to elevate. Can you speak on what's happening next? I know we always question, what's going on? What's coming up?
There's so much that I want to talk about, but I can't really talk about it right now. What I can say is that realjag.com, we're really looking forward, but see, there's some things that are going on, and we've kind of, we gotta talk over dinner. But Odell and I have decided to collaborate completely on all things, and to in some way merge our companies and push forward. We've gotten some really interesting offers for collaborations in business. But what if we just said fuck everybody and did it ourselves? On our own. Our way. No compromise. I don't know. There's a lot to tell you guys. There's a lot.
Let's definitely chop it up. The future is definitely.
But what I can guarantee you is this. It'll be hard to miss us.
That's what it is, man. Well, we gotta hear just stopping through on our way to greatness, man. Jaguar Wright, we gotta say it. You are a real life street star. There you go.